46 laps to go. The lights will go off of the pace car. They'll go 2 by 2. David Mayhew makes his way onto pit road.
It's going to be very difficult and challenging to give up this track position, but he made a little contact earlier when Daniel Suarez had a problem. See, they're going to try to beat that fender out a little bit, make sure right front tire clears. You do not want to blow a right front tire here. Also, they made a chassis adjustment as well. Bruce Cook comes over from KHI in the Camping World Truck Series to help David Mayhew this weekend. A lot of experience there and had a great car running up in the top 3 or 4. Going to lose all the track position now, though, with those adjustments.
So strong has the 25 been this entire evening. Alex Bowman up in front of the field. To his outside, it's Greg Pursley in the 26. Those two have battled for the top spot. 3 drivers have been out front today: Pursley, Bowman, and Suarez. Pursley has led the most laps at 52 laps led. Bowman continuing to try to add to his laps led total. He is at 20 currently.
Just keep an eye on Suarez to make sure he doesn't have another problem on this restart. He's back inside row number 4 in that white car.
Coming out of turn 4. Green flag goes back in the air.
Looks like everybody gets up to speed, and Alex Bowman has now Greg Pursley driving it hard to the outside.
Going through the speed zorb. They slide up, make a little contact as they go through 1 and 2. Coming out of 2 and through the dog leg. Still side by side. Pursley trying to take the advantage away from Alex Bowman.
Ryan Blaney's right there. He's going to go by them both. Contact into the wall.
Greg Pursley hard into the outside wall in 3 and 4. And with that, Pursley will not be able to continue, and the yellow flag will come out once again. The two were side by side and made contact in 1 and 2. They did the exact same thing in 3 and 4, and that sent Pursley into the wall.
And that allowed Ryan Blaney to drive by on the inside while they were making contact to take over this lead. What a tough break for Greg Pursley, though, but you still can't take anything away from the season he's had here. And I know he wanted to finish this thing off right. He told me this morning he wanted to get that win, get that 7th win. Here they are driving down into turn number 3. You see the 25 of Bowman got loose. He had to chase his car up the hill. When he did, he made contact with Greg. Greg got out of the groove there and just slid right into the outside wall. There's a contact. Nowhere for Greg to go.
You talked about Ryan Blaney taking advantage of that situation in the 11. He was able to drive by on the inside while those two drifted up the racetrack. So Blaney takes over the top spot. Derek Thorne was able to move up into the 3rd position. Alex Bowman was able to hold on to 2nd. You see Pursley driving into the infield now, and that number 26 still the champion. You can't take that away from him. He's already earned enough points to clinch the championship in 13 races, and this, the 14th race, was hoping to get back to victory lane, but it doesn't look as that's going to happen this evening.
Certainly wasn't intentional on Alex Bowman's part, but unfortunately he got in there and they were racing really hard. Alex got a little bit loose, had to use some more racetrack up, and when he did, he made contact with Greg and knocked him right out of the groove into the slick stuff and into the outside wall he went.
You know, Phil, this championship really got kick-started at the end of last season when Greg Pursley was able to win 2 of the last 3 races and then came on strong. 6 wins this season to really dominate the series.
He had 1 engine failure at Portland and he finished back in the 26th spot. Otherwise, his worst finish of the entire season was 4th.
And so the field will line back up once again. All chasing after the pace car. They've done that 8 different times this evening.
What an amazing adjustment that Trent Owens made to Ryan Blaney's car. Again, he had fallen back to the 11th spot at the halftime break. Trent took a big swing at it. Now Ryan's been on the move ever since and just took over the lead by virtue of the fact that the 25 of Alex Bowman and the 26 right there at Greg Pursley got together.
And you see your 2011 NASCAR K&N Pro Series West champion climbing out of his race car. Not the way he wanted this night to end. Was looking to make it 3 wins in a row here at Phoenix. Was racing for the lead when he and Alex Bowman got into each other. Bowman slid up the racetrack, got into the side of the 26, and that ends the night for Greg Pursley.
There was crew chief Jerry Pitts trying to console Greg and tell him, man, nothing you could do about it. You were a victim of circumstances.
Now on the inside of row number 1, Ryan Blaney in the 11. Alex Bowman in the 25 on the outside. Derek Thorne, Chase Elliott making up row number 2. Eric Holmes, Daniel Suarez, row 3. A very clean restart last time by, but again, the side-by-side battle for the lead went through turns 1 and 2 and then continued into 3 and 4. We'll see what happens this time. Green flag back in the air.
Pretty ragged restart here.
Guys not getting up to speed, spinning the tires. Everybody's staying the same direction.
Alex Bowman is going to take the lead from the outside on Ryan Blaney. A strong move to the outside, and he's got the lead back.
Chase Elliott running in the 3rd spot. Derek Thorne running 4th. There's Chad Boat looking to the inside of Daniel Suarez.
Eric Holmes now is slotted in the 5th spot right behind Derek Thorne in the 9 car.
Top 7 nose to tail. Then for 8th, the battle side by side.
I think DJ Kennington is making a move there, trying to get by Ben Kennedy for that 8th spot.
Eric Holmes making the move on that 9 of Derek Thorne. So Holmes trying to take away the 4th spot. Derek Thorne stays in the gas though. Didn't want to give him that position, but has to give it up now as Eric Holmes moves up in front.
Ryan Blaney all over the back of Alex Bowman. Ryan moves to the inside with a strong move.
Going to the inside, trying to take the lead back away. Alex Bowman cutting the corner on the dog leg, and Ryan Blaney will take over the top spot. Alex Bowman had to go up. Ryan Blaney cut the corner, and so Blaney back in front.
Nice strong move by Ryan Blaney to wrestle that lead away from Alex Bowman. He lost it on the restart and then got it back.
38 laps remaining. Daniel Suarez on the inside of Derek Thorne. Smoke coming out from the right side of that race car.
See the damage to the left rear corner on Daniel Suarez's car. We had that problem on the restart a couple of restarts ago.
Still have side-by-side battles all over this racetrack. This time on the inside at 76 of Daniel Suarez. Derek Thorne on the outside in the 9. It gets settled. One side-by-side battle that didn't get settled the way Greg Pursley wanted to have it was Alex Bowman and Pursley. And Bowman now standing by with Bob Dildner.
Actually, I got Greg Pursley down here. And Greg, simple question, your viewpoint of what happened in that accident.
Pretty unfortunate. We had a really good car. Got in there on the outside of him, had him pass going into 3, coming out of 4, and he got in there too high, got on the apron, and got loose and got up into us, got it in the wall. So it's really unfortunate. The Jet Black, Mach 1 Aviation Rentals, man, you guys have done an awesome job all day. It's really disheartening because I think we had a car to win, and just can't thank them enough. So go back and start again next year.
Frustration, but spoken like a true champion.
A pretty class act right there, Greg Pursley.
True champion in Greg Pursley. Chase Elliott a little bit slower through the corner, allowing Daniel Suarez to get right up on his back bumper.
Suarez just able to get by Eric Holmes just a few moments ago to take over the 4th spot. Suarez is on the move here with 35 laps to go.
Out in front, it's Ryan Blaney. Alex Bowman running 1 and 2. Chase Elliott in 3rd. I'd have to say that the East Series is well represented in this West Series race.
As well as the youth. We have teenagers right now running 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Suarez takes over that 3rd spot from Chase Elliott. That car is on the move. Here comes David Mayhew trying to fight his way back from making a pit stop just a couple cautions ago. Moves up to the 13th spot as he gets by Jessica Brunelli in the 88 car.
Close call there. Brunelli has to move up the racetrack, check up just a bit as David Mayhew clears her. A big lead now for the 11 of Ryan Blaney, probably the biggest lead we've seen today. At one point in time, we saw Greg Pursley with about a 4-car length lead, but Blaney now 4 to 5 car lengths over Alex Bowman.
There's a 6th place battle. Derek Thorne in the 9 car, Chad Boat in the 98, the Curb Records Chevrolet for Chad Boat.
So it's Blaney, Bowman, Suarez, Chase Elliott, and Eric Holmes, your top 5. Derek Thorne running 6th. Chad Boat, DJ Kennington, Davis, and Kennedy rounding out the top 10. Chad Boat running in the 7th spot, but trying to get by that 9 of Derek Thorne just in front of him.
I thought Daniel Suarez was going to be able to chase down Alex Bowman and maybe battle for that second spot. Once he got by Chase Elliott, though, he's not been able to gain that much on Alex Bowman. He's about 0.3 of a second behind him.
There's your lead. And the 3 running nose to tail led by Eric Holmes. He's in the 5th spot, so 5th, 6th, and 7th right there on the screen. Laps winding down. We've had 8 cautions to slow the pace of this race. A red flag and a mid-race break thrown in.
Brennan Davis takes over another spot from DJ Kennington. That moves Brandon up to the 8th spot. Brendan's normally known as a road racer, but doing a nice job here at Phoenix on this oval.
Yeah, his career best 3rd at Infineon back in 2010. And the gap continues to get larger between Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman. Smoker, the 89, and Brian Wong, as well as the 2 having problems. That's Carl Haar. Carl, the father of Daryl Haar. And earlier today in nationwide practice, we saw Daryl get into the wall in his qualifying run. And the caution comes out once again. It's caution number 9. There's Brian Wong trying to get off the racetrack.
See the damage to the front end of the Brian Wong's car.
Phil, it seems like it's hard to get into a rhythm here in this race.
It looks like Brian lost an engine there coming off the corner. And now with the, yeah, there's Carl Hart getting in that oil right now from the 89 of Brian Wong.
So the 89 of Brian Wong will get his race car back into the garage area, and we'll slip away for another break here on Speed.